So last time we have seen the origin of internal restoring force. When internal restoring forces are set in the body, when we apply the deforming force and the body is deformed, either there is a change in shape, size, etc., there is a change in dimension, then the internal restoring forces are set, are produced. Why? The reason we know it is due to the imbalance between the intermolecular forces of attraction and repulsion within the two atoms, like this. So, in the deformed condition, when there is a change in length or volume or shape, internal restoring forces are set. So, this internal restoring force is acting on, when it is acting on unit area, then it is called as a stress. So, the meaning of stress is like this. I will use short form. Deforming force produces deformation in the body. First point. In deformed condition, internal restoring forces are produced within the body. When the deforming force is removed, then the internal restoring force becomes zero. Therefore, in general, the stress is defined as, the definition of stress is given by the internal restoring force definition of stress. The internal restoring force acting per unit area is called stress. And therefore stress is given by internal restoring force upon area. Therefore, SI unit of stress is Newton per meter square. हे प्रेशरचा पण युनिट आहे. So now there are three types of deformation. So depending upon that, there are three types of strain. So this body, we for elastic body we know this property. For elastic body, the internal restoring force is equal to deforming force is equal to applied force. Therefore, this equation is also given by, this is the equation capital A. So stress is equal to applied force upon area. Same formula, same unit, Newton per meter square. Like this. Now, depending upon the deformation, there is a change in length, volume and shape. So depending upon these changes, there are three types of stress. One is a longitudinal longitudinal stress. Second one is a volume stress, and third one is a shearing stress. Change in shape, change in volume, change in length. It is related with change in length. It is related with change in volume. आपण एअर एनक्लोज इन फुटबॉलचं एक्झाम्पल आपण घेऊ शकतो. अँड शेअरिंग स्ट्रेस, चेंज इन शेप, हॅक्सॉम्बलेटचं एक्झाम्पल आहे. चेंज इन शेप. So there are three types of stress: longitudinal stress, volume stress, and shearing stress. So we will define one by one. So the first type that we are going to consider is a longitudinal stress force. Longitudinal, or it is also called as tensile. जनरली इंजिनिअरिंग फील्डमध्ये त्याला टेन्साईल स्ट्रेस म्हणतात. सो इट इज डिफाइंड लाईक दिस. वेन देर इज चेंज, पहिला पार्ट घेऊन आपण जरा डिटेलमध्ये घेऊ. वेन देर इज अ चेंज इन लेंथ of a body, when there is a change in length of a body, of a wire, of a body, then the stress is called, longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress, and it is defined as the ratio of applied force to area of cross section of the body. So longitudinal stress is equal to applied force, हाच प्रमाण आपण यूज करतो, applied force upon area of application of force. ज्या एरियावर फोर्स ऍक्ट होते तो फक्त एरिया आपल्याला घ्यायचा आहे. सो दिस इज इक्वल. नाउ इफ वी कन्सिडर द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ ए वायर, then this is the wire. Here a load is attached, M. Therefore, the force M into G is acting in the downward direction. This is the applied force, and this is the area of cross section, capital A. It is equal to pi r square, where r is the radius of cross section. So, by this equation, this longitudinal stress is given by applied force is M into G upon area of cross section or area on which the force is acting is given by this one. So this is equation 1. Unit is Newton per meter square. So M load attached to the wire, G gravitational acceleration pi 22/7 or 3.142, and R is the radius of cross section of the wire. So this is the first type of the stress. Now second type, when there is a change in volume, then it is called as a volume stress. So second type can be defined in the same way. Volume stress. Same definition. When there is a change in volume of a body, then the stress is called as a volume stress, and it is defined as the ratio of applied force to the area on which the area of application of force. So, same definition. So I will use the changes only. The when there is change in volume when there is a change in volume of a body, then the stress is called volume stress. And it is defined as the ratio of applied force to area of application. ज्या एरिया ऑफ फोर्स ॲक्ट होते तो एरिया आपल्याला घ्यायचा आहे, एरिया ऑफ ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ फोर्स. आता या टेस्टमध्ये आपण अशी सिलेंड्रिकल वायर घेतली, त्याचं अप्पर अँड फिक्स आहे आणि इथे आपण फोर्स अप्लाय केली. आपण फक्त हा एरिया क्रॉस सेक्शन, कारण फोर्स या एरियावर ॲक्ट होते, हा जो कर्व सरफेसचा एरिया आहे हा त्याच्यामध्ये कमी नाही होणार. सो इट इज द ओनली दॅट एरिया ऑन विच द फोर्स इज ॲक्टिंग. सो दिस इज द इलॉंगेटिव्ह फोर्स, but force is acting only on this area. So this is the area of cross section and it is given by pi r square. हा एरिया घ्यायचा नाही, एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन तो म्हणते. तसं आता इथे एरिया म्हणजे आपल्याला बॉडीचा टोटल एरिया घ्यावा लागेल. पुन्हा आपण एक्झाम्पल तेच घेणार होतो. सपोज दिस इज द फुटबॉल and this is the air enclosed. So this V is the original volume and this volume decreases by this shaded area. So volume decreases by dV. So force is applied in this direction. To compress the air, we are applying the force in the radially inward direction. So this force is exerted by all directions like this. So this is the force F. So in this case volume decreases, air is compressed. When the compressive force, its name itself suggests that it is used to compress the air. When the compressive force F decreases the volume from V to V plus dV, then the volume stress is given by applied force. Total applied force is F, applied force and area of application of force, and therefore this is equal to volume stress is equal to F upon A, where A is equal to total surface area of football in our example. So football का area अपना 4 pi r square घेता है. So volume stress is equal to F upon A, where A is A. आता इथे आपण कंटेनर स्पेरिकल शेपचा घेतला आहे, म्हणून आपण एरियाची व्हॅल्यू 4 pi r square घेऊ शकतो. पण कंटेनर क्युबिकल पण असू शकतो, पण त्याच्यामुळे इथे आपल्याला A फॉर एरिया, surface area of the container given. Total surface area of the football or container. like this. So this is the formula. Now F is the force applied and A is the total surface area, and this force upon area, it is also called as the change in pressure. This force upon area is also called as a pressure or change in pressure. So this is a somewhat change. So volume stress is equal to F upon A is equal to dP. dP is equal to change in pressure. Formula थोड़ा सा modify है. So why we call as a change in pressure instead of pressure? Because before applying the force, ही जी फोर्स आपण अप्लाय केलेली एअरला कंप्रेसर ही फोर्स अप्लाय करण्याच्या अगोदर या एअरवर फुटबॉलवर काहीतरी प्रेशर आहे, त्याला आपण ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर म्हणतो P0, आणि त्याची व्हॅल्यू पण आपल्याला माहिती आहे 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.013 into 10 into 5 Newton per meter square, P0 की value. So before applying the force, there is a pressure P0. Now when we apply the force, we are increasing the pressure from P0 to some new value. So by applying compressive force, we are increasing the pressure. So it is not a pressure, it is an increase in pressure. So pressure increases by some amount, therefore volume decreases by some amount, like this. So this is a change in pressure. Atmospheric pressure मध्ये आपण काहीतरी प्लस मायनस करतो म्हणून त्याला आपण change in pressure म्हटलेलं आहे. So it is not a pressure, it is a change in pressure. So why it is called as a change in pressure? Remember this. So why it is called as a change in pressure? There is a increase or decrease in atmospheric pressure P0 acting on air. There is an increase or decrease in the atmospheric pressure P0, and therefore volume stress is equal to not a pressure but it is a change in pressure. So why it is called as a change in pressure? This is the meaning of that. Unit is. So these are the two types. One is a longitudinal stress, or it is also called as a tensile stress, and second one is a volume stress. Now the third type is given in some another method. Third type is called as a shearing stress. Shearing stress. Again, the definition is same. When there is a change in when there is a change in shape of the body, then the stress is called as a shearing stress, and it is defined as the ratio of applied force to the area of application of force. So definition is same, therefore we will not write down that complete definition. I will do directly formula. So shearing stress is equal to applied force upon area of application of So in this case, which area is considered for calculation? That is the important part, and for that purpose we are considering a body like this. Book सारखी आपण एक बॉडी घेतो, याला लॅमिनार बॉडी म्हणतात. सो बॉडी इज डिवाइडेड इंटू नंबर ऑफ लॅमिना. दिस इज वन लॅमिना, दिस इज सेकंड लॅमिना, दिस इज थर्ड लॅमिना, etc. So there are so many laminas. So body is made by lamina. Number of laminas are used. So now if this bottom surface is fixed to the surface of table, and say force is applied to this surface or this surface or this surface or this surface, साईड सर्फेसेस. जर आपण या डायरेक्शन फोर्स अप्लाय केली तर शेपमध्ये चेंज होणारच नाही. सो bottom surface is fixed, therefore there is no motion produced in the body when the force is applied, and the force is applied say on this direction. So in this case, when we apply the force, so this layer move in the direction of the applied force, like a hip of the playing card. So that hip of the playing card is again example of the laminar body. So when a jerk is given to the hips of the playing card, then the topmost playing card moves through larger distance. So this type of situation we are going to see. So this bottom surface of this body is denoted by A, B, C, D, and this one is the E, F, G, H. So we are observing only front surface, and that front surface we have called as A, B, C, D, like this. So this is a, in our figure it is called as A, B, and this is C, D. So we are considering this type of laminar body. So use laminar body. So this is a laminar body. So better way I will show three-dimensional view, so that we can get the idea which area we are considering. So I am using three-dimensional figure like this. Like this. So this is the body like a notebook. So this front surface is A, B, C, D, and back surface is E, F, G, H. So in this case we are applying again. Imagine this type of situation. So this front surface is A, B, C, D, and back surface is E, F, G, H. So this bottom surface is fixed. So I will show that surface. This bottom surface is fixed to a rigid support. It is not movable. So we are applying force to the side surface. So this area we are using only. So this cubical body has total 6 surfaces, but we are applying the force on this side area. On this side area. So F is applied on this area. So in this equation, A is equal to area of the surface. हा surface आपल्याला घ्यावा लागेल. ADHE, and it is given by, suppose this is the length, this is the height, this is the breadth. So it is equal to length multiplied by height. So this area of application of force is considered like this. Now if the force is applied on this area B, C, G, F, then again that area will be same. If the force is applied to this surface, then it will be B multiplied by H. If it is a cubical body, then length, breadth, height will be same. So area is equal to this one. So F is applied. So in this case, the shearing stress is equal to F upon A, and that is equal to F upon, for our figure, it is equal to length multiplied by height, like this. So area of application of force means this area in this case. So in the first case, when the force is applied to a wire, elongated force is applied, then force is acting on this area. So that area is given by pi r square, where r is the radius of cross section. In this case, we are considering the total surface area of the football. In this case, we are considering only this side surface area of surface A, D, H, E like this. तर याच्यावर फक्त आपण फोर्स एक्झर्ट केलेली, बाकीचे एरिया झिरो नाही आहे, पण त्याच्यावर आपण फोर्स एक्झर्ट केलेली नाही. So to produce the change in the shape of the body, so how the change in the shape of the body is produced? This topmost layer will shift in the direction of the force, and therefore the say front surface A, B, C, D, it will get displaced like this, and the new shape will be like this. A dash, B dash, C, D. There is no change in CD because it is permanently fixed to the surface of table. So the AB layer, it is the topmost layer. It moves from initial position AB to new position A dash B dash, and therefore there is a change in shape. So initial shape was parallelogram. A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, and A dash, B dash, C, D is this is a rectangle, and now it becomes parallelogram, parallelepiped like this. So initial shape ABCD was a rectangle, now it converted into the parallelogram, parallelepiped. So there is a change in shape due to the upright force, and that change in shape is measured by this angle. So we are going to denote this angle by theta for our next discussion. So the topmost layer moves through some distance from AB to A dash B dash, and this displacement takes place in every layer inside the laminar body, and therefore there is a change in shape of the body from A, B, C, D to A dash B dash C, D like this, and therefore this change in shape produces the like this. So the second quantity that we are going to consider is this strain. The first quantity that we have seen in detail, it is related with the upright force and area. Now this second quantity is related with the change in dimension, whether length or volume or shape. So depending upon these three changes in dimension, length, volume and shape, again there are three types of strain. So in general, the strain is defined as when force is applied to a body, there is a change in dimensions of the body. When force is applied, it is called as a deforming force. When force is applied to a body, there is a change in its dimensions. That is, it is called as deformation. When force is applied to a body, there is a change in its dimension. Therefore, strain. It is defined like this. Strain is defined as change in dimensions per unit original dimension. Strain is defined as change in dimensions per unit original dimensions. Original and therefore in general, जसं आपण स्ट्रेसची जनरल डेफिनेशन बघितली, मग त्याचे 3 टाईप बघितले, तसं इथे पण करता येईल. मग therefore in general strain is equal to change in dimension so dimension may be length, volume or shape, or change in dimensions upon original dimensions. And suppose this is change in length, so meter upon meter cancel. Change in volume, so meter cube upon meter cube cancel. Therefore, strain has any type of strain has no unit, no dimensions, because it is the ratio of two similar quantity, length or volume or shape like this. And therefore there is no unit, no dimension like this. So again, depending upon the change in dimension, there are 3 types. So strain, there is a longitudinal strain, change in length, there is a volume strain and shearing strain, or it is also called as a simply strain, shear like this. So the first type, longitudinal, or it is also called as a tensile strain. Longitudinal or tensile strain. So there is a change in length of the body, and therefore the definition is given by when there is change in length of a body, then the strain is called longitudinal strain, and given by a ratio of change in length to original length. This change in length may be elongative change or compressive change. Both can be used here. So again we will consider the same case. Suppose this is a wire of original length L. So when a hanger is attached, its length increases by L. This load M is attached. So the longitudinal stress is equal to change in length upon original length, L upon L. This is also called the elongation, E upon L1 property. So no unit, because centimeter upon centimeter will get cancelled. So this is the first step. Now second case, volume strain. Again, the definition can be given in the same way. Definition: when there is a change in volume of a body, then the strain is called balloon strain. Balloon strain and given by the ratio of change in volume may be increase or decrease. Change in volume to original volume. Therefore, volume strain is equal to dV change in volume upon original volume. So liter upon liter or meter cube upon meter cube cancel. So this is the original volume V. When the force is applied, the volume decreases by this dV. So change in volume or decrease in volume upon volume, no unit. No unit. Like this. So these are the two types of strain, longitudinal strain and balloon strain. आता शेवटचा जो टाइप आहे थर्ड, तो जरा डिफाइन करायची मेथड जरा वेगळी आहे म्हणून मी ही फिगर राहू दिलेली. सो अगेन वी आर गोइंग टू यूज दिस फिगर. सो दिस फिगर अँड दिस फिगर इज सेम. तर दोन फिगरची गरज नाही. दिस V इज द ओरिजिनल वॉल्यूम, dV is a decrease in volume. So dV upon V, this is the change in dimension, change in volume upon original volume, that is called as the volume stress. So now this figure is not necessary. So now let us consider this third type, shearing strain. So again we are considering the laminar body. Third type, shearing strain. Shearing strain, or it is also simply called as the shear. It is denoted by theta. आणि हा थीटा डिफाइन करण्याची मेथड पण जरा वेगळी. सो अगेन वी विल कन्सिडर ए बॉडी लाईक दिस. इथे आपण आता फक्त फ्रंट व्ह्यू कन्सिडर करत आहोत. सो ABCD is a front surface of a laminar body. Laminar body. Like this. Figure जरा magnify करूँगा बोलेंगे. A, B, C, D. This bottom surface is fixed. So this has zero displacement. And we are applying the force like this. So the shape changes from rectangle to parabol. So force is applied in this direction. So the change in shape takes place like this. This topmost layer moves from AB to A dash, B dash. So this topmost layer moves from AB to A dash, B dash, and therefore there is a change in shape. This change in shape is this theta. So this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 90 degree. Like this. So when force F is applied tangentially, it is called as a tangential force. When the force F is applied tangentially to layers in a laminar body. Then shape of the body changes from A, B, C, D rectangle to A dash, B dash, C, D parallelogram. The change in shape is measured in terms of angle theta. आणि या थीटाला shearing strain म्हणतात. So this change in shape is measured in terms of angle theta or as a shear, or it is also called as the shearing strain. So now in triangle, now consider any one of the right triangle. In triangle A dash D, tan of theta is equal to A dash upon AD. Tan of theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So this A dash is denoted by x and this AD is denoted by h. So this is equal to x by h. X by h. What is meant by x? What is meant by h? That is important. Where, say this is equation 1, where x is a lateral displacement of the layer AB in the direction of Mundala lateral mobility, in the direction of the force F. So this x is equal to A dash or B dash, both are same, and h is equal to height of the layer AB from fictional layer CD. H is the height of the body. And therefore, tan theta is equal to h by h. But depending on rigidity of material of a body, depending on the rigidity of material of the body, when x is very much less than h, then theta is very small. That equation 1 used. We know this approximation. When theta is very small, then sin of theta is approximately equal to theta in radian. Tan of theta is approximately equal to theta in radian. So theta is a radian like this one, and therefore theta is equal to x by h like this. Hello. Theta is equal to x by h. आता इथं आपल्याला डेफिनेशन देते हो. So shearing strain is defined as the ratio of lateral displacement of any layer in a body, laminar body, to height of that layer from the peak bone. Topmost layer घेतली पाहिजे, जसं की आपण मल्टिपल लेअर यूज करू शकतो. मधली लेअर समजा आपण इथे जर कन्सिडर केली तर ही डिस्प्लेसमेंट एक्स डॅश एक्स पेक्षा कमी आणि हाईट पण कमी होऊन जाईल. शेवटी दोघे कॉन्ग्रुएंट ट्रँगल आहे, म्हणजे व्हॅल्यू सारखीच राहील. सो इन जनरल this theta is defined as the definition of shear. Shearing strain of a body is defined as the ratio of x म्हणजे काय आहे, the ratio of lateral displacement forward direction, lateral displacement of a layer in a body to height of that layer. आपण ज्या लेअरची डिस्प्लेसमेंट म्हटली त्याच लेअरची हाईट पण मोजायची आहे. द रेशो ऑफ लॅटरल डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ ए लेअर इन ए बॉडी टू हाईट ऑफ दॅट लेअर फ्रॉम फिक्स्ड लेअर. त्यावेळेस फिक्स्ड लेअर आपल्याला वरती पण दाखवायला लागते, आपण इथे खाली दाखवलेली. अँड दॅरफॉर थीटा इज इक्वल एक्स अपॉन एच. दॅरफॉर थीटा हॅज नो युनिट. सो ऑल टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रेन, longitudinal strain, this volume strain and shearing strain, they have no unit because it is the ratio of the two similar quantities. So this theta is defined in this case like this. So these are the three cases. So h is the height of the layer from the fixed layer. It is the ratio of x to h like this. So in this figure we are considering the three-dimensional view of a laminar body like a notebook. In this figure we are considering only the front surface. So in the front surface, this ABCD is the front surface. Original shape is the rectangle. When the force is applied tangentially to the layer lamina in the body, then all the layer get displaced except this bottom one. So the displacement of the layer is different. This topmost layer moves by larger distance by x and its height from the fixed surface is h. So this x by h ratio is called as this shearing strain, because this is a right angle triangle A dash D. So this tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So A dash upon AD, x upon h like this. So depending upon the rigidity of the body, the change in shape is like this. So for rigid body, this x is very very small as compared to it, therefore theta is very small. When theta is very small, we can use this approximation, tan of theta is equal to theta in radian, and therefore theta is given like this. So this shearing strain depends upon the rigidity. So that factor we are going to use afterward, and therefore theta depends on rigidity of the body. More is the rigidity, smaller is the shear theta. So now we will consider this body. Sponge, then paper body, cotton body, metal body like this. Theta is large. Theta is the largest. Theta is the smallest. Wooden body or metal body, it may be zero like this. So sponge is less rigid. Metal body is more rigid. Sponge less rigidity. This metal has highest rigidity, and therefore the statement is like this: more the rigidity, smaller is the shear or shearing strength. So remember this point. Rigidity and these two factors are inversely proportional to each other, like this. Okay, we'll stop here.